Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ellie. If you're new here, you came at just the right time. This is the start of a potential series I want to do following me and my small business journey. Ever since I was young, I love to make little businesses or just find ways to make a little money with the hobbies that I have. I really love making art, I really love making jewelry, I love making cute little knickknacks for people, and that has been the thing that has stuck the most as I've progressed with any little endeavor I have. I have experience selling at markets, art markets, but it's been a few years since I have done that. It was maybe 2 years ago and I did it for 2 summers. And that was really enjoyable because I was able to get my art out there for people to enjoy. The art markets tend to take up the whole weekend and it's so much physically to set up and then also like emotionally draining because you're dealing with so many people. And again, as much as I enjoy that, I wanted to try another avenue. This first segment of these videos will be about my journey getting my products in stores to be there constantly and consistently. I have a little jump start because I actually have some of my art in a local coffee shop and that has been doing fairly well already. I believe I have made $54, just for transparency. I've made $54, some in cash, some through Venmo, some through Cash App, some wall hangings and also some jewelry and a couple keychains. I want to kind of give like a brief overview of the type of thing I do make. These are 2 little things, just a sneak peek. I will show more later on in the video, but I love to make little character keychains. These are 2 of my little bunny characters. I'd actually made the basis for these a while ago, and I just didn't know the design I wanted to do, but I logged in yesterday and I created them, these 2 little cuties, and I love the bead designs that I went with. So I'm hoping to recreate some of these. These are just the first of hopefully many that I will be creating to sell. And then I'm also working on a frog. I used to sell so many of these and I even had earrings of like miniature versions of them, but I'm trying to like revamp the face because I'm kind of redoing my style in a way because like I said, it has been 2 years since I've sold these and so you always need like a refresh. I really love the style of the bunny eyes that I did and I'm trying to find a way for them to translate onto frogs. Honestly, I used to really be into like, saying I used to be into frogs like design wise is like a weird thing to say, but truly we go through trends where like different animals are more popular. We went through frogs, we went through possums, we went through capybaras. You just see these like design trends, especially when you're into art, you really see these trends, but I'm sure people in general do. But I still have some of these frog bases and so I want to use them, and especially since people like them, I'm like, why not? All that to say, this is kind of like the old design I used to do. There's no blush on it right now, but I would do blush, and this is a design that I was just working on last night when my friend was here and she said she liked this. I might need to workshop it some more. I just don't know. I think it's kind of cute, but there's something seems off about it and I'm not sure what it is. I love character keychains and so I want to have like my own characters, a little like mascot you can carry around with you. I just think that's lovely, but I'm very happy with these. I'll also show a couple quick clips right here of some jewelry that I will be working on in today's video. I already have at the coffee shop set up and ready to be sold when somebody sees something they like, but I will show you me making it just to go along the process. So as I mentioned, I currently have my things in a coffee shop. So glad I get to have my stuff there because I get to hang up my things for free. They had a free space on the wall. They said, put it up. And I said, okay. I think my setup is really sweet and I'm excited to show that later in the video. Whenever I go to hang up some of my necklaces, I will show you that. But there's also 2 places I want to look into that I would like to have my products in. I've shown them in my videos before, but they're the thrift store booth style stores. So it's like a massive store and there's booths in them, and most of them are like thrift stores, like miniature thrift stores or like vintage antique type theme, but a lot of them also have jewelry booths or like handmade something booths. So I want to reach out to them to just get pricing information, see when I could get in, as well as like booth sizes. As I said, this will be a series. So if you're interested in the process, stick around, see how you like this video. It's going to be a lot of creation, a lot of testing to see what I like. I'm trying to move you around to keep it fresh, but I'm getting 2 sticker designs. I'll put them right here on screen. And for these sticker designs, I'm also getting art prints. So the stickers will be, this one will be 2x2 and this one will be 2x3. And then I'm also getting this one in a 5x5 art print. and this one in a 4x6 art print. The stickers are on the way, and I'm also working with my dear friend who works at a print shop nearby to get my art prints done. I think it'd be really cool to support local and small business, and also my friend because she works there, and so I'm very excited to get those. She's been so sweet texting me back so we can work that out. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited to see them and for her to see my prints because I knew her all the way back from when I was doing the art market, so I'm so excited. Full transparency, the prints and the stickers will not be ready this week because I just ordered the stickers over the weekend and they had to send me the proofs first and then they were going to send them to me. And then for the prints, me and my friend are still finalizing that. But in the next iteration of this series, we 100% will have those, which I am so excited for. The stickers, I actually went through 2 different sticker services. So I keep getting fed these sticker ads where you can get like 22 stickers for $2, 10 stickers for $1. And so I took advantage of the situation. I did both of those deals when I saw them. And so I'm gonna see which manufacturer, So I'm gonna see which manufacturer I like more. And then maybe I can go with them in the future. I might see if there's a few more deals I can cut because I mean, obviously we wanna cut down costs where we can. We're saving some money. And we're also testing out multiple to find our favorite for the best quality for our products. So I'm pumped to get those in. I'm actually working on another design and I've been working on it for a while because it's actually supposed to be going on my longboard, but it's taking me a little while. But I figured I'd show you because I do want to put this on a print whenever it's finished. It's a snow leopard. See, this is my longboard. I took a picture of my longboard when I first painted something on it forever ago. It was like a whale shark whenever whale sharks were a thing. Again, animal trends, whale sharks and like sea turtles were huge, especially in like 2018 I feel like, so I was super into whale shark. That is what's on my longboard. And then this is what I want to paint on it eventually, but I really like the way it's turning out, so I think that it could make a really cool art print. Since I was talking about it, this was the whale shark. It's very big. I was very proud of it and I still think it's cute. I just feel like it needs a refresh. And that's all. That is enough talking from me for now, so we're gonna hop into some action. Jewelry will be the focus of this week's vlog since we are waiting on some paper and sticker products, so that can be something you can look forward to in the next video. So if you want to see me work on these guys and figure out some cool necklace designs, stick around and let's get into it. So I'm quite thrifty when it comes to crafting, and I'm not one to just buy things new when I think I can make them. I'm sure you've seen those like jewelry making organizers where you can kind of like lay out where the beads will go before you make it, and they're in like a U shape. I don't think I can do that, but I can do something close to it with chopsticks, this old iPad container, and some fabric. I'm literally just gonna lay these like horizontally, just a little bit of space in between them, but not a lot, enough to hold beads, but it's still easy to like take them out, and it can hold like different sizes, and it'll create like 3 little avenues so I can plan multiple necklaces at once, because I feel like I could do this just on my desk, but then it wouldn't be transportable. They would probably roll around everywhere, and then also I might only be able to do a few at a time. This at least creates more opportunities to do a few more. That's the plan. So they look like this. I just have it in the center just so I can like lay beads like at the bottom and the top as well. See, it'll be like that. See the ridges? Doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be like enough, you know? Like, that's good enough. I don't have to buy one. I don't have to wait for it to come in. I don't have to go get it. I'm making do. So we have been plugging away at these necklaces. I've made a couple, well, I say a couple. I have like 5 that I've mapped out. Most of them are just strung onto a string. This one is like chained together. Each bead has a separate little sections. I think that necklaces like this are so cute, and so I think that'll be really sweet. I also made this necklace. This one's just about finished. I just have to put the hardware on, and there's a couple others. This is one I finally put onto a string. I got this thing forever and ever ago. Now I actually made a video whenever I went to this like bead shop, so I finally just put it on the string. I put it on like this, where you can like get longer or shorter by just pulling these little tabs like that. Hi, my name is Ellie, and I was calling to ask about how much it would cost to have a booth there. Bye-bye. Okay, well, I completely forgot how to speak, which is okay, but I got enough information. So $263 per square foot. I know that they have tiny booths, and that's all I would need because I don't have, like, the things I have, even if I have a lot of them, it's not gonna take up a large amount of square footage. But they also take a 15% commission, which I guess I hadn't thought about that, because every place that I have like sold during the markets, they don't take any commission. You just pay the market fee. But that is interesting. I would mark them up maybe like $1 or $2 just to compensate for that, which I feel like most of the people there probably do. But that's cool. So I'm gonna look up them in a bit. So I'm going to also call this other place. Here. Okay, that'd be great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So first place is a lot bigger, so I know that they have a lot more room, and I'd probably get in a lot faster. Like, they might have available room right now. Second place said that they would need to waitlist me because they're completely full. I wasn't sure if they were full. Last time I was there, they had a couple of spaces open, but I'm sure that it was to clear out space for people that were waitlisted. But they're a little bit cheaper per square foot, and she didn't mention a commission, so that might be nice. But I'm going to look deeper into both of those and apply to both, just so I can get in there as soon as possible. But of course, in the meantime, let's make some stock, because we do have one place that we want to make stock for that we're already in, and 2 potential ones that we want to get in eventually. So I wish I had some cuter keychains or key rings to put these on, but I only have these key rings and then this lobster clasp. This works for like ribbon or macrame type keychain, but it's not gonna work for this because it's just gonna slide from side to side. So I want to find some cuter lobster clasps, but for now I'm just gonna use these key rings because they're simple and it works, and it doesn't look too bad. Like, that's still cute. Ta-da! I think they're so cute. And I have their clones down here as well. This is what you will become. Okay. They're so cute. I can't wait to put them up. I won't actually have footage of me putting them up because this video does need to go out tomorrow, and I'm not gonna be able to get there in time to film that and then edit it for the video tomorrow. But you will see the necklaces that I have hanging up, and then in my next part of the series, you will see me putting these guys up along with the froggy keychains, and hopefully my prints and stickers as well. I was thinking about putting one of the bunnies on this, but this is for phones, and I just feel like these charms are big enough that it would be too big for a phone. Like, especially with the dangle part added to it. I feel like it'd be really long. I do have these tiny little gold lobster clasps. I realized I don't have gold key rings, and I made some that have just these gold rings here and that are gold on the little bead dangles. So I think I'm gonna try to use these lobster clasps because people can put these on their bags as well, or also on their keychain or whatever. We are going to be closing out the video here. I had fun this week getting back into kind of the flow of making art to put out into the world instead of just making art for my home. Because of course now I'm making videos, so the art for my home is art for the outside world. But this is in a different way where I'm like making art to sell for people to carry around with them, to wear on them, to put up on their walls. So it's the same in a different way, you know? I'm excited to see where this goes. So like I said, if you enjoyed, this is going to be a series here. If you feel so inclined to subscribe so you can come back whenever I make this. I'm thinking it's either gonna be most likely bi-weekly or once a month. I'm thinking, just so I can still do my other like DIY thrift type content, but I can do this on a semi-regular basis because this is gonna be pretty fun. And I feel like episode 2 of this series I might put out in 2 weeks or 3 weeks instead of in another month, mainly because the things I have in progress are more likely to be done within the next week or so, and I'm gonna be excited to show you and to put out another iteration of this. I want to thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I hope I see you next week.